and guests, welcome to the 300th commencement exercises of Bowling Green State University. Let the ceremony begin. Our commencement tradition is to begin and end each ceremony with Sounds of the Centennial, an original musical composition written by BGSU alumnus Ryan Nowlin. This piece was commissioned to celebrate the centennial of Bowling Green State University in 2014. Please rise and join us in honoring our 2020 alumni and the spring 2021 graduates. In keeping with the significance of this momentous occasion, we ask today's attendees to observe several courtesies. To our audience and guests, please do not enter the field or obstruct the movement of today's commencement participants. A professional photographer will be taking pictures of our alumni and graduates. In honor of our alumni and graduates, please silence your cell phones. In addition, we ask the audience and guests to remain seated at the end of the ceremony for the recessional, while the platform participants, faculty, staff, and the new alumni recess. Once the graduates leave the field at the conclusion of our commencement exercise, you may join them at the southwest entrance to Doyt L Perry Stadium. Upon leaving, you're invited to explore campus with your graduate. Parking is free. To our alumni and graduates, please follow the directions of the commencement marshals and ushers. Also, please follow all COVID-19 health and safety protocols during and after this event. Given our capacity, and to comply with the orders and guidelines from the Ohio Department of Health and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, please wear your face mask or face covering at all times and physically distance yourself. Due to the COVID-19, the president and the provost will not be able to shake hands on stage. Graduates will pick up their diploma from a platform on the center of the stage and pose for a photograph with the president and provost. In addition, following the ceremony, you're invited to visit bgsu.edu/commencement for a curated website that highlights today's commencement and your time at Bowling Green State University. Thank you. Now please join us in welcoming the representatives of the faculty of Bowling Green State University. Would you now please welcome the President's Platform Party. Board of Trustees Vice Chair and alumnus David O'Brien, Provost and Senior Vice President Dr. Joe Whitehead, and the 12th President of Bowling Green State University and alumnus Dr. Rodney Rogers. We now invite Bowling Green State University's United States Air Force ROTC Detachment 620 to present America's Colors. Please remain standing for the national anthem under the leadership of vocalist Carolyn Anderson and pianist Yufeng Liu. Both are candidates for a Master of Music in Performance. Gentlemen, please remove your covers.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, give proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good evening. I'm Emily Freeman Brown, professor in the College of Musical Arts, and I have the honor of serving as University Marshal for today's ceremony. I want to thank Ms. Anderson and Ms. Liu and Bowling Green State University's U.S. Air Force ROTC Detachment 620 for their performance of our national anthem. Please be seated. "2020 alumni and spring 2021 graduates, parents, families, spouses, partners, friends, and special guests, I have the honor on behalf of the faculty to welcome you to the 300th commencement exercises of Bowling Green State University. This occasion offers an opportunity to come together as a community of learners to both celebrate and reflect upon our graduates' many academic accomplishments. For each graduate and for all of us, this is a significant day. It is now my pleasure to introduce the 12th president of Bowling Green State University, Dr. Rodney Rogers. 12 is a lucky number.
Thank you, Dr. Freeman Brown. Hey, good evening, 2020 alumni and spring 2021 graduates, as well as parents, families, spouses, partners, friends, and special guests. Welcome back and welcome to Bowling Green State University. Now, before I begin, you may have noticed the weather. Because of the weather and the potential winds, we've had to remove the screens that were to the left and right, but we still have the screen in the back. We are monitoring the weather, and out of an abundance of caution, we might need to adapt our ceremony because of the canopy above my head if the wind gets to a certain level. So our plan, if the wind gets to that point, our plan is for the podium party to exit the stage and continue the ceremony on the main floor. So we will pivot down to the main floor away from the canopy. I recognize this is not ideal, and if you wish, you certainly can attend tomorrow morning's ceremony at 9 a.m. right here at the Doyt, where the weather is supposed to be pretty good. While the wind is not projected to be at that level, that this will be necessary, we did want to share that with you, what our plan is for the safety of anyone here on the platform or walking across the platform. Okay? All right. We have overcome so much together. And in May 1996, we were at this exact spot to honor our graduates. That was the last time the university hosted commencement at the Doyt, 25 years ago, a quarter of a century. And this weekend, we are back here celebrating a very momentous occasion in the lives of 7,077 graduates. It is my privilege to begin tonight's address by recognizing those who provide the leadership at Bowling Green State University. And as I announce the name, please stand and remain standing, and I ask that you hold your applause until the end. Member of the Board of Trustees, our Vice Chair, David O'Brien. Joe Whitehead, Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic and Student Affairs. The deans of our academic colleges, beginning with Alex Goberman, Dean of the Graduate College. Dale Klopfert, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. Raymond Braun, Dean of the Allen W. and Carol M. Schmidhorst College of Business. Dawn Chenu, Dean of the College of Education and Human Development. James Cicela, Dean of the College of Health and Human Services. William Mathis, Dean of the College of Musical Arts. Jenny Gallimore, Dean of the College of Technology, Architecture, and Applied Engineering. Andrew Kurtz, Dean of the Firelands College. Simon Morgan Russell, Dean of the Honors College. Sarah Bushong, Dean of the University Libraries. And last but not least, great universities are comprised of great faculty and staff. And I am asking that all of our faculty and staff who are with us this evening, who are representing all of the faculty and staff of Bowling Green State University, would you also please stand and be recognized? Ladies and gentlemen, let's give these individuals a round of applause. Thank you for your leadership. Well, 419 days ago, our world changed. And I'm sure each of you remember where you might have been when Governor Mike DeWine announced a state of emergency right here in the state of Ohio because of COVID-19. You know, we didn't know much then. States sheltered in place, including here in Ohio. But we adapted. We moved classes online. We brought students home from studying abroad. We moved students out of the residence halls. You'll remember this, logged on to our first WebEx and Zoom sessions. You know, some of us baked bread. My wife really got into baking bread. We binged our favorite Netflix show. We did virtual tours of museums and took up just about every imaginable solo hobby to try to stay busy. We also recognize, though, that beyond this global pandemic, this has certainly been an incredibly difficult time on our campus, but nationwide and worldwide as well. All of us have been impacted by various things. And while today is about a celebration for you, we also thought it was fitting to take a moment of silence to recognize the deep loss and sorrow that many have experienced during this past year. So please share a moment of silence, if you would. Thank you. So in spite of all of this past fall, we came back together. We had in-person and virtual options, and while they may not have been perfect, we found a way to ensure that Bowling Green State University continued to serve our students together. And throughout this past year, at times, it was hard to imagine that we would be gathering here today for commencement. To our 2020 alumni who attended our virtual celebration over this past year, we said we would be back together in person for your commencement. And we are here. Thank you for coming back, alumni of 2020. "419 days. This global pandemic has taught us so very much, not just as individuals, but as a community and as a university. I just want to start with a very simple message to our 2020 alumni, our 21 spring graduates, and all of our faculty and staff. You did it. Against significant challenges, you found a way forward, and we should be so proud together that we found a way forward at Bowling Green State University. Thank you for all that you have done to move us forward. As we begin our ceremonies, I want to share a few statistics and facts about the 2020 alumni and spring 21 graduates. I'm pleased to report that our graduates and their classmates spent a great deal of time studying and doing research at the library. During the last 4 years, our librarians answered 47,438 questions. You downloaded 2,862,000 research articles. This past year, 26,882 COVID tests were administered, and 13,327 vaccine shots were provided to those who wanted to be vaccinated. You know, we tried to calculate the number of Zoom, WebEx, and Microsoft Teams meetings, but quite honestly, there were too many. We couldn't come up with a number. But according to our Chief Information Officer, you consumed 325,987 thousands of terabytes of data on our Wi-Fi. I wonder how many of those were maybe Netflix or Hulu? I don't know. Now, no, it had to be studying. And studying does take fuel. And BGSU Dining tells me our graduates, you ate a lot. In fact, over the last 4 years, you consumed nearly 285,000 pizzas. And I might add that you also spent about 2.3 million hours in the rec center. There might be a correlation there. So, you know, we're celebrating the accomplishments of a great group of graduates this weekend. And as a public university for the public good, you have created public good by recognizing the importance of paying it forward. Those involved in student life and our signature co-curricular activities averaged 94,701 community service hours each year. And in this past year alone, during a global pandemic, our students raised nearly $500,000 for nonprofit organizations. The value of the Bowling Green degree you're about to receive has never been higher. We continue to be ranked as a Tier 1 university by U.S. News and World Report, and in back-to-back years, the Wall Street Journal ranked BGSU as number 3 among all of America's public universities for teaching quality and number 1 in the Midwest for student satisfaction. Thank you for that vote of confidence. At Bowling Green, we believe that our students have the opportunity to belong, stand out, and go far. And that's more than just words, it is our promise to you. And this graduating class embodies that promise. In total, there are 7,077 degrees we are celebrating this weekend, including both the 2020 alumni and the spring 21 graduates. 14% of our graduates are students of color. 62% are women. There are 275 international students representing 41 countries. We have an 18-year-old receiving an undergrad degree. We have a 64-year-old receiving a bachelor's degree and a 69-year-old receiving a doctoral degree. So as you can see, our graduates include both the young and young at heart. You are ethnically diverse. You come from small towns, suburbs, and big cities. You are from different parts of Ohio, the United States, and from all over the world. Some of you have completed your degree completely online, and I know that this may be your first time on campus and you're meeting your colleagues and classmates in person for the first time. However, all of you, every single one of you, have one thing in common. You all found a university where you can belong. You found your place at Bowling Green, in the classrooms or in the laboratories, in res halls, in clubs, in student orgs, in Greek life, or on the athletic fields. You made Bowling Green your community and home. Our students have studied at Bowling Green during a very exciting time. We continue the largest building and renovation era in the history of our university. You had the opportunity to experience the most advanced collegiate media center in the Killeen Center and the renovated University and Mosley Halls. And this past year, we opened the Maurer Center, the new home to the Schmidhorst College of Business. And this spring, our women's and men's soccer teams, women's volleyball team, and women's basketball team all won the Mid-American Conference all this spring. You know, some say the BGSU women's soccer team has a new definition for the hat trick. In not 3 goals, but 3 MAC championships back to back to back, 3 years in a row. So all of this is done to ensure we have a strong learning community, a place where you can belong. The fact that you're sitting here today illustrates that you've thrived at Bowling Green. You have found purpose, followed your passion, and stood out. You have embraced the unique BG learning experience, developing leadership skills throughout your journey. So now, in recognition of your accomplishments, I will now ask a number of students to stand and be recognized. Many of you have grown through experiential learning and co-curricular involvement. These types of experiences have prepared you to stand out. So, if you have studied abroad anytime in your academic career, participated in a learning community, completed an internship or co-op, got involved in service learning, conducted undergrad research, or if you've taken part in an opportunity that has provided you a leadership education, including student organizations, academic honoraries, advisory boards, athletics, residence education, student government, teaching, research assistantships, any of those kind of activities, would you please stand and be recognized? Thank you for all that you did to engage at Bowling Green. So finally, I would like to recognize the heroic service of our United States veterans and active members of the armed forces who are graduating today. Would you please stand and be recognized? Thank you for your service. Earning your degree today places you in a very select group of people. Less than 7% of the world's population has a bachelor's degree or higher. You have earned it. But with your degree comes an immense responsibility. You see, not only have you invested in your education, not only has your family invested in your education, but by attending a public university, the citizens and the residents of the state of Ohio and the nation have invested in you. Now, none of us have gotten to where we are without the support of others. And for our graduates, a lot of people have helped to get you to this point. So, in the spirit of our 1987 commencement speaker, who spoke at this exact spot here in the Doyt, his name was Mr. Fred Rogers. Yes, Mr. Rogers. Now, I ask, like he did in 1987, to take 10 seconds of your time, just 10 seconds, to think about all the people who have helped you become who you are, who supported you, who were in your corner. 10 seconds. I'll watch the time. Thank you. The people you thought about have made a difference in your life, and I am sure many of them are with you today in the stands, and so it is my pleasure to honor them. So would the parents, spouses, partners, children, grandparents, family members, friends, or anyone else who has assisted these graduates and made their success possible, would you please stand and be recognized? Graduates, please thank them. In closing, before I invite Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic and Student Affairs, Dr. Joe Whitehead, to the podium, I'd like to speak directly to our graduates. So if you'd allow me to just share one last piece of advice. So I ask you to continue to be kind. The world needs kindness. We have always needed more kindness, so be kind. Continue to work hard. You've worked hard while you're at Bowling Green. Be kind and work hard. Also, I ask you to be curious. Continue to be curious. Before you judge others or judge a situation, ask questions. Be curious before you judge. But I also ask you to don't shy away from tackling messy challenges. And there will be messy challenges in a post-COVID world. So don't be afraid to tackle those messy challenges. And it's best when you collaborate with and you learn from diverse peers. There's so much to learn from each other. Don't forget to have fun. Always have fun. But most importantly, never, ever stop learning. Because if you do these things, you will absolutely do well in life, but you will also do good. Graduates, congratulations.
Good evening. As Provost and Chief Academic Officer of Bowling Green State University, I have the honor to recommend our graduates for their degrees. I call upon Interim Dean of the Graduate College, Alexander Goberman, to present the master's candidates.
Thank you, Provost Whitehead. President Rogers and members of the Board of Trustees, on behalf of the faculty of the Graduate College and the academic degree granting colleges, I am pleased and honored to present the master's candidates and recommend them for degrees.
Danica Page Martin. Anna Jean DeGallen. Kathleen Deo Paul. Rebecca Ann Alviani. Jeffrey Everett Eden. Theo Philip Brooks. Andrew Douglas Burke. Matthew Kennedy. Seth David Buckholtz. Shrishti Shastri. Carolyn E. Inkrat. Joshua Alharina. Venkata Sai Sunith Ravia. Michael L. Williams. Molin Yu. Benjamin M. Flores. Pooja Yaduf. Harshitha Posharaju. Karthik Sankara. Aditya Jililumudi. Anil Ram Shinde. Samantha Renee Galloway. Elizabeth Ann Strang. Adriana Marie Italiano. Darby Elizabeth Shanahan. Anastasia Michelle Bleasy. Elizabeth Carmen Sucarmon. Shelby Renee Turner. Morgan Elizabeth Jude Freshour. Jordan Virginia Dwyer. Maggie Lee Melliker. Daylin Rose Doe. Alexis Scarlett Langford. Ashley Brooke Williams. Wyatt James Bischoff. Harrison Thomas Robert Watts. Kirsten Lynn Seeley. Zihan Yi. Caitlin Michelle Steckschulte. Rebecca Ann Highfill. Kayla Jean DeMuth. Marina Lizette Gooch. Guilherme Lopez Correa. Alan Abraham Tavel. Catherine Lee Thayer. Jusen Cho. Wenwen Gay. Yufeng Liu. Dustin Michael Sabo. Harrison John Kranz Fisher. Emily Taylor Price. Isabel Christina Fiera de Souza. Bailey Elizabeth Hetrick. Isabel Kapik Parker. Ashley Ann Shelton. Justin Lee Pancake. Joseph Samuel Sturgis. Sai Pranathi Vadla Moody. Deepak Thami Neni. Bharath Varma Alluri. Venkata Sudish Raya Prolu. And this concludes the recognition of the master's degree candidates.
Thank you, Dean Goberman. Before I call upon our deans to present our undergraduate candidates, I'd like to recognize those students who excelled in their academic endeavors and are graduating with academic distinction and honors. This is indeed a great achievement for these graduates and their families. Bowling Green State University congratulates you for your commitment and for your success. And so I recognize the following students. There are 2,132 students receiving degrees with Latin honors this commencement at Bowling Green State University. To graduate cum laude, a student must have a cumulative grade point average of at least 3.5. With those graduating with the distinction of cum laude, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. To graduate magna cum laude, a student must have a grade point average of 3.75. With those graduating with distinction of magna cum laude, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. And finally, to graduate with the distinction summa cum laude requires a 3.9 grade point average. With those graduating with the distinction of summa cum laude, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. Bowling Green is proud to recognize graduates who complete their entire collegiate academic experience with a perfect 4.0 grade point average. These students graduate with the distinction of the President's Award and wear a special medallion in recognition of this honor. Would those graduating with the distinction of the President's Award stand to be recognized? Thank you. In addition, I'm pleased to recognize the outstanding achievement of our students who have been honored through Phi Beta Kappa, Phi Kappa Phi, and who are in the Honors College. Phi Beta Kappa and Phi Kappa Phi are each one of the world's leading academic honor societies. Only about 10% of higher education institutions in the world have Phi Beta Kappa and Phi Kappa Phi chapters, and Bowling Green State University is proud to be one such institution. Students earning university honors today have completed designated coursework and honors project, which includes independent research. These students must maintain a 3.5 grade point average or higher in all of their coursework. They are wearing the honors medallion, a symbol of their academic success. Would our Phi Beta Kappa, Phi Kappa Phi, and university honors candidates please stand and be recognized? Thank you. I now call upon the academic deans to present their candidates for baccalaureate degrees from their respective colleges.
Thank you, Provost Whitehead. Good evening. My name is Dale Klopfer, and it's my privilege to serve as interim dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. President Rogers, members of the Board of Trustees, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Arts and Sciences, I am pleased and honored to present these candidates and recommend them for degrees.
Stara Caitlin Halter, cum laude. Adam Ray Koger. Emily Jean Fruth. Vivica Marie Grayson. Caitlin Martha Ramsey. Morgan Dolly Riesinger. Heather Marie Rogers. Daniela Rose Jacoby, it's magna cum laude. Valerie Davis Orr, magna cum laude. Sarah Marie North, magna cum laude, University Honors. Simon Christopher Stock, magna cum laude. Mallory Jean Papa. Damian Aaron Moore. Noah A. Keene. James Carl Riley, cum laude. Jessica Abigail Gingras. McLaren Elise Rogerson. Gretchen Ilsa Thomas. Elizabeth Lee Groth, cum laude, University Honors. Courtney Sue Davidson. Danielle Emily Hudak. Savannah Claire Packman, magna cum laude. Olivia Jean Anderson, summa cum laude. Epiphany Delray Thornton. James Lewis Morlock Cusino. Jana Renee Dean. Gabrielle Rayanne Kreitzer, cum laude. Reagan Marie Dilly. Michelle Wally Felty. Emily F. Endlish, cum laude. Megan Mary Cecil, cum laude. Melanie Ann Kane, University Honors. Kaylin Marie Watson. Nicholas John Crow. Justin Charles Mascarin, summa cum laude, University Honors. Shayana N. Littlejohn. Christopher A. Littlejohn. Meredith Maria Dial. Elena M. Brubaker, summa cum laude. Her diploma will be presented by her mother, Laura Brubaker, professor of the College of Health and Human Services. Carol Lynn Lease Frederick. Christina Leah Snyder. Janae Anna James. Anne Marie Coziara, summa cum laude and University Honors. Lauren Nicole Lash, summa cum laude, University Honors. Alex Renee Fisher, magna cum laude. Michael Justin Regula. Julia Morgan Moss, summa cum laude. Olivia Mary Jones, cum laude. Taylor Holtman, cum laude, University Honors. Emmeline Rose York, magna cum laude. Emily Sue Mingus. Julia Alyssa Dibble. Conrad Scott Nasal. Trevor James Hensley, cum laude. Cameron Elise Joyce. Jacob Daniel Novziger. Grace Marie O'Hare. Alyssa N. Shin. Katie Thai Turong. Sarah Oates. Nyoka Thacker. Julia I. Curlin. Isaac Daniel Cromer. Alec John Moser. Remy Kara Rosen. Eric Richard Kimball. Jacqueline Ann Zona. Aaron McKenna Drake. Meadowbrook K. Summa cum laude. Daniela B. Fedek Lengel. Her diploma is being presented by her stepfather, Dr. Scott Martin, Professor, Department of History, and her mother, Lara Martin Lengel, Professor, School of Media and Communications. Jasmine Chanel Rice. And this concludes the recognition of the bachelor's degree candidates from the College of Arts and Science.
Good evening. My name is Ray Braun, and I am the Dean of the Alan W. and Carol M. Schmidhorst College of Business. President Rogers, members of the Board of Trustees, on behalf of the faculty of the Schmidhorst College of Business, I am pleased and honored to present these candidates and recommend them for degrees.
Brandon Paul Valaket. Alex Marzeri. Cole Stephen Jackson. Riley James Timbrook, cum laude. Starsha Jewel Vaughn. Tyler Joseph Sattelfeld. Noah Joseph Now. Zachary Ryan Yosting. Allison Jane Sigler. Her diploma is being presented by Dr. Dwayne Gremler, Distinguished Teaching Professor in the College of Business, and her uncle. Zachary Stephen Karam. Tyler Robert Schreck. Valerie Prunty, magna cum laude. Samuel Morgan Boyd. Jacob Sandlin. Jenna Gayanik, magna cum laude. Michael Anthony Ramirez. Alyssa Marie Kropf, cum laude. April Carmona Migia. Alec Jonathan Brown. Aaron Thomas Evanoff. Daniel A. Zahn. Macy Marie Beth Carmel. Rachel Marie Carl. David James Agnes, summa cum laude. Nicholas Robert Elsas, cum laude. William Joseph Sergio. Spencer James Dutson. Madison E. Wolfbauer. Kennedy Ann Keller. Ricky Earl Huddleston. Chandler Dean Joseph Adams. And this concludes the recognition of the bachelor's degree candidates from the Alan W. and Carol M. Schmidhorst College of Business. Okay.
Good evening. My name is Dawn Chanu, and I have the privilege of serving as the Dean of the College of Education and Human Development. President Rogers, Trustee O'Brien, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Education and Human Development, I am pleased and honored to present these candidates and recommend them for degrees.
Chantrell Marianne Fouché. Leanna K. Alati. Taylor McCreary, magna cum laude. Rose Susan Schultz. Kylie Renee Davis, cum laude. Catherine E. Wood. Lillian Faye Meyer, summa cum laude. Paige Elizabeth Broca, cum laude. Michaela Marie Ross, cum laude. Abigail Grace Freem, cum laude. Marley Lynn McCartney, magna cum laude. Molly Jane Plossman. Madeline Elizabeth Sleeper, magna cum laude. Michaela Lynn Feen, cum laude. Emily A. Sherlow. Lindy Renee Carr, magna cum laude. Caitlin Renell Mendenhall, cum laude. Alexandra Christine Lang, magna cum laude, University Honors. Jenna Nicole Wendell, magna cum laude. Amanda Elizabeth Kuzak, cum laude. Abby Lynn Sweeney. Alexandra Nicole Folkler. Alyssa Nicole Divelbus, cum laude. Cameron Michael Burgess. Lewis Lee Hart. Avonlea D. Miller, magna cum laude. Michael Nicole Caracas, cum laude. Cara Marie Henderson. Samantha Nicole Borgerson, summa cum laude. Juliet Lee Mueller. Shannon Noel Pancake, summa cum laude. Michael Lawrence Davis. Hannah Elizabeth Foose, cum laude. Avery Rosetta Holland, cum laude. Samuel Beaver, cum laude. Ashley Diane Peters, summa cum laude. Sarah Elizabeth Lutz. Caitlin Nicole Offenbacher, cum laude. J. David Schultz. Catherine Marie Rowe, magna cum laude. Jessica A. Rygard, magna cum laude. Thomas Joseph Henry Stennett. David Charles Dietrich, summa cum laude. Salvador Carlos Nogueras. Megan Annette Weaver, magna cum laude. Justin Scott Bielecki. Seth J. Durham. Colton Curry. Precious R. Jackson, cum laude. Catherine Rose Sagan, summa cum laude, University Honors. Brenna M. Kirschner. Cecilia Vicentia Kus Shivler, summa cum laude. Andrew Douglas Kelly, cum laude. Julia Claire Morelli. Rachel Nicole Heckler. Kayla Marie Simpkins. Lindsay Noel Hoyer. Lucas Buzat. His diploma is presented by his parents, Juan Buzat and Maria Gabriela Biddart. Juan is professor in biology, and Maria is an associate professor in biology. Sydney M. Ward, summa cum laude. Kevin Lamont Hogans, Jr. And this concludes recognition of the bachelor's degree candidates from the College of Education and Human Development.
Good evening. I'm Jim Stisla. I serve as Dean of the College of Health and Human Services. President Rogers and Trustee O'Brien, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Health and Human Services, I am pleased and honored to present these candidates and recommend them for degrees.
David Jean Pickett, magna cum laude. Bailey Noel Patterson. Kevin Michael Witt. Connor James Ferguson. Jeannie Marie Dyer, magna cum laude. Kayla Kimmett. Madison C. Jarris. Ashley Nicole Compston, cum laude. Nicole Elizabeth Fisher, summa cum laude. Bailey K. O'Malley. Nathan Daniel Jacobs. Ryan Allen Passarello. Rebecca Lynn Schneider, summa cum laude, University Honors. Amanda Grace Marshak. Hannah Willow Bailey Jarek. Anya Elizabeth Shandel. Jasmine Elizabeth Jones. Amanda Maria Birch. Cora Leanne Standiford, cum laude. Sana F. Ali, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Marie Rose Morris. Lauren Olivia Schlump. Sean Michael Garrity. Reality Cheyenne Doss. Demetrius Donnell Davis II. Kayla Sky Wietrakowski, cum laude. Anna Maria Christina Solminski, summa cum laude, University Honors. Brooke E. Barman, magna cum laude. Lydia Jean Bias, summa cum laude, university honors. Nora Lynn Hernan, summa cum laude. Audrey Marie Schwiers, summa cum laude, university honors. Colleen Elizabeth France. Elizabeth Gabbard, magna cum laude. Aubrey E. Foos. Stacy Marie Kwiatkowski. Courtney D. Gillis. Alec Nathaniel Crow, cum laude. Julia May Cook. This concludes recognition of the bachelor's degree candidates from the College of Health and Human Services.
Good evening. My name is Bill Mathis. I'm the Dean of the College of Musical Arts. President Rogers and Trustee O'Brien, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Musical Arts, I am pleased and honored to present these candidates and recommend them for degrees.
Grayson Holly Steckschulte, summa cum laude. Anne Renee Buffenbarger, cum laude. Grace Irene Boucher, cum laude. Rachel Michelle Nagy, magna cum laude. Alexis Marie Deffenbaugh, magna cum laude. James Kenneth Gee, the fourth, cum laude. Dylan Roscoe Bretz, summa cum laude, university honors. Taylor Francis Crabtree. Alexa Claire York, magna cum laude. Zoe Vivek Bagal. Samuel Reese Bradford. Delani Rose McKee, cum laude. Liana Wu Storch, cum laude. Brooke Christine Franks, cum laude. And this concludes the recognition of the bachelor's degree candidates from the College of Musical Arts.
Hello, I am Jenny Gallimore, and I have the honor of being the Dean of the College of Technology, Architecture, and Applied Engineering. President Rogers and members of the Board of Trustees, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Technology, Architecture, and Applied Engineering, I am pleased and honored to present these candidates and recommend them for degrees.
Kennedy Lane Farmer. Morgan Elizabeth Hawk, cum laude. Jessica Ann Jimison, cum laude. Claire Elizabeth Crumrin, magna cum laude. Fernando Escudia. Connor Gabriel Lindsay. Kendra Lee Pippin. Ellis Todd Ullery, cum laude, University Honors. Kyle Joseph Ferrante Halquist, summa cum laude. Stephen Trung Nguyen. Nicholas James Martucci. Austin Michael Coleman. Alexander Kevin Mikas. Cameron Scott Rail, magna cum laude. Jordan Mackenzie Jackson. Emma Renee Johnson, summa cum laude. Warren Craig Riffle, summa cum laude. Nathan Thomas Needham. Thomas Robert Wright, magna cum laude. Ivy Madeline Rose Heller. What college is that? Oh, good. This concludes recognition of the bachelor's degree candidates from the College of Technology, Architecture, and Applied Engineering.
Good evening. I'm Andrew Kurtz, Dean of Firelands College. President Rogers, Trustee O'Brien, on behalf of the faculty of the Firelands College, I am pleased and honored to present these candidates and recommend them for degrees.
Ava Rana Keller. Benjamin Philip Skavnak. Brianna Rose Haar. Austin Jacob Carroll. Bryson James Wargo. Shane Williams with distinction. Kimberly Dawn Schaefer. Juana M. Scherer. Stephanie Lane. Jared Stephen Kessler. Haley Nicole Carter, highest distinction. Shelby Yvonne Gates. Susan Michelle Klaus. Monica Elizabeth Arbello with distinction. And this concludes recognition of the bachelor's and associate degree candidates from Firelands College.
Thank you, Dean Kurtz. Will all the degree candidates please rise? Vice Chair O'Brien, it is my privilege to present these candidates to you. On behalf of their faculty, advisors, and deans, I hereby recommend that degrees be conferred upon them as indicated in the official program.
On the recommendation of the faculty, and by virtue of the authority vested in me as Vice Chair of the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon each of you the appropriate degree as listed in the official program with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Master's degree candidates, congratulations. Baccalaureate and associate degree graduates, this is the appropriate moment for the symbolic change of the tassel from the right to the left. Congratulations. To our newest alumni, let me be the first to welcome you to one of the most valuable perks, a supportive network of more than 195,000 alumni around the globe. I hope all of you have had the type of experience that will empower you to tell the BG story as you begin your next journey. Welcome to the Alumni Association of Bowling Green State University. And now, as alumni of Bowling Green State University, I ask you to join me in the singing of our alma mater. It is my pleasure to introduce to you, via the screen behind us on the scoreboard, the men's chorus for this performance. Alumni, please be seated. President Rogers will now make final remarks.
Thank you, Trustee O'Brien. So graduates, today is your day, the pinnacle of your academic journey at Bowling Green State University. You are clearly prepared to do amazing things in the next phase of your journey, perhaps more so than any other graduates, because you've had to adapt. You persevered. You've overcome all types of obstacles to earn this degree. You've been tested, found a way forward, and are absolutely ready for what is next. And so as we close our 300th commencement ceremony, please remember that Bowling Green will always be one of your homes, and you will forever be welcome here as a part of the Falcon family. And I ask you to stay engaged. Stay engaged with your classmates and with the university that you have enriched. A university that is better because you chose to be here. At these occasions, I'm often reminded of a quote from Bowling Green's fourth president, Dr. Ralph McDonald, that is inscribed in the stonework of the Bowen-Thompson Student Union. We are linked to this institution by invisible bonds that do not wither or dissolve. We are linked to this institution. We are linked by these invisible bonds that do not wither or dissolve. You see, your success is our success, and our success is your success. We are forever linked. And so as I look at each of you, our newest alumni, I see the next generation of thought leaders, risk takers, visionaries, and big dreamers. You are graduates of a public university ready to create public good by making a difference in your career, in your family, in your alma mater, in your community, in your nation, and in the world. That is what you do. That is who we are. You are entering a new chapter in your life, and this new chapter is yours to write. Each of us must own the legacy to which we belong. I cannot wait to see what you accomplish next. It will be nothing less than extraordinary. I Ziggy Zumba.